Hello, hello. Is this on? Yep, it is. Welcome again to another edition of Live Website Reviews inside Build a Store in 21 Days Challenge. My name is Ala Hassan, the founder of E-Commerce Training Academy, and also your host in this private Facebook group. If you're joining us through a recorded version, again, make sure to join the Facebook group where you can interact with others and also take part in our live streams. Let me just make sure to see if everybody is joining in. Make sure that you guys hear me well. I see people are getting, so as soon as I start joining in, people start requesting, as soon as I go live, that's when people start getting the notifications. So again, because this is a live session, I want to make sure that everybody is able to join us, and hopefully we're going to go over some beautiful websites, review them for you guys. Let me just make sure I'm set up on my side as well. Okay, all right, perfect. Hi, Wendy. Good to see you as always. Good to have you here. Perfect. I see people joining in. Excellent. Well, if you're joining us for the first time, let me know in the comments where you located, what country, what city. Curious to always learn about the audience inside this challenge. And how is the challenge going so far for you guys? How is the website going along? Are you seeing progress? Because I know that a lot of there are many members joining the group every single day, and some of you are visiting E-Commerce Training Academy, so you can watch it on your own through the academy. But others are also joining the Facebook group because you want to see what everyone else is doing. So, good afternoon, Felicitas. Good to see you as well. Perfect. Well, listen, let's start. I know that both of you have websites for me to review, so let me set things up on my side. I'm going to increase the size of my screen. Perfect. Let me just increase this up to here. Excellent. All right. So, first website. Let me, because I saw some comments. I have to get the passwords for those of you that have sent it through the passwords through my direct messenger. So Lowendi, I'm going to start with you because I got the message first from you. So let me just go over your website. Give me a second. Perfect. I have this. And let me also launch my yoga shop because in case you need me to show you how to do certain things if needed. Give me a second. Perfect. All right, so I got your shop. I got everything here. Excellent. So let's do this. Lowendi, in the comments, let me know. I remember seeing something along the lines of you were having trouble with, but I don't remember where it was inside the group. So if you can put your questions inside the comments right now, and I'm going to answer them as we go along. So let me review quickly where you're at so far. So as soon as I refresh the website, this is what I see. Great, I love it. I feel that it looks like a professional store. I love the colors. I love how everything is positioned. I like the image. I like everything that I see right now where the name is clear, Lowendi Yoga, Enjoy Yoga. We offer a wide selection of quality, eco-friendly yoga products. Great. So far, so good. I browse down here. Scroll down, best-selling yoga mats. Perfect. Our shop have yoga. Just rephrase this a little bit, just make it easy. Our shop offers a wide selection of yoga mats for every, it's too long. So our shop, we offer a wide selection of yoga products. So again, the copy could be improved right there. So these are the best-selling yoga mats. Perfect. Excellent. I can view all. I can go inside. So let me go inside. I remember last time I told you the names. Oh, perfect. So yoga mat, extra thick, yoga mat, mandala, tapestry, peacock printed, perfect yoga mat that will relieve stress. You don't need to write that will relieve stress, like yoga mat hyphen relieve stress and back pain. And you can put the ampersand. Again, try to make it, it's not a sentence, it's a product name. So that's what I would tell, but you're on the right track. Yoga mat hyphen PVC and anti-slip. Yoga mat, don't put comma, just put yoga mat hyphen thick non-slip. What's it called? I don't think non-slip fitness doesn't make sense there, but you get the point. So, but much better in terms of how you went about the product titles. So good job right there. One thing I want to highlight also is when you change the product name, keep in mind something. So let me go inside the product right now. Notice how if I go inside this product here, if I change the name right here. So right now, this product is called Yoga Mat All Purpose. So let's say I'm going to remove all of this for the purpose of this exercise. So you're taking some of my recommendations and you update it to Yoga Mat, whatever it is, the title. Understand that if you scroll all the way down, this here, sometimes you may want to update it or you may want to improve it. Again, maybe the initial URL that you had included some of the previous versions of the title. I believe in your case, you had the measurements, the size, and maybe those are included here. You may want to just clean up the URL. So for example, in this case, if I change the name Yoga Mat Anti-Slip, let's say, notice how as soon as I use this new one here, Shopify will automatically create a redirect for the old one to the new URL, so you don't have to worry about it. Everything is automated. So just make sure that the title, the page title, the description, and the URLs do match the updated version of your product, because at the end of the day, what we're doing here is making sure that we optimize for Google. Make sure that's you create this type of habit for yourself where you always think about SEO, SEO, SEO. How will Google look at this? And if you change anything on the product page, just make sure that everything in the bottom here, the search engine listing preview, is also updated. So just wanted to highlight that. Perfect. So, Mikael, nice to join you. So Mikael is saying maybe missing a way to guide people on how to select a yoga mat depending on your needs. Again, always great advice there, but just making sure that you guide people as they come to the website. Oh, right now I know that you guys are just building the store just to highlight some of the products, some of the categories, some of the main selling items. But in the future, as you launch the website, remember what I've spoken about, and we talk about this in the other group, Double My E-commerce Sales. I do talk about you making sure that you speak to the right audience depending on where they're at in their buying journey. If somebody is looking for your yoga mat, then immediately I will come to your website. I see the yoga mats, great. But if I am thinking about looking for some yoga product or maybe improve my yoga workouts, I'm still not looking for a yoga mat, then maybe you should provide some content to help people, guide them along the journey, and eventually help them choose the right equipment for their desires. So some of the things that you have to consider. So yeah, great tip there, Mikael. Loendi, you're saying that I cannot get the collection words changed. So that's what I remember. Okay, great. So let me go inside the store and I'm gonna go inside a collection. I'm gonna leave the page. Sorry. So products, collections, and I'm gonna go, let's say, yoga mats. You can change the name of the category here. So let me just open it up. You know what? Let me open up my demo store. And let's say I go inside yoga equipment, yoga mats. So this is what it is right now. So collections, yoga mat. This is the title right here. Is this what you're referring to? Because if that's what it is, then I would change it right here. Yoga mats. Let's say, I'm just going to write best-selling yoga mats. Technically, that's the way you go. Oh. Yeah, you write something. Did it save? Refresh. Am I on the right page? Yep, right here. So there was a refresh time. So that's how I changed the title. Were you able to do this on your side? Let me know in the comments. So at least I could see if that's the case. If you want to change the name of the collection, that's where you do it. So if I go inside here, view all, quality yoga mats, that's where you would change it as well. So go inside your store, go to the collection, and change it right here. Make sure you are actually pointing to the right collection. The best way to make sure is by looking at the URL that you have right on top. So in this case, it's Yoga Mats 1. And make sure that you compare it to the URL that you have set for that specific collection as well. So that's how you would update it. You said I must change the word on the homepage. Again, on the you want to change the collection words, not the individual collect. Oh, so if you want to change the words on the homepage, you have to go inside the design. Again, my recommendations is just being a little bit more descriptive in the way you go about highlighting some of these sections on the homepage. Don't just say bestsellers. Especially in the beginning, you're trying to tell Google what this page is all about, this website. So use the keywords, yoga mats, and so on. So what I would do is in this case, let's say this is the homepage. This is the featured collection. If I want to change the name of this, let's say it's called yoga mats, you would have to do it inside the theme itself. This, if you were to change it right here, it does not mean, it's not necessarily means that it will also update the collection. It's only what the name of this block is. That's what you're updating right here. The headline right here is only referencing this block on the homepage and not the name of the collection that you have inside Shopify. Just keep that in mind. Okay, hope that makes sense for you. Let me know in the comments. Let me continue just shopping around. So again, homepage, great. I see things are happening. Again, if you guys have any feedback for Loendi, make sure in the comments to highlight those. Our best sellers. You're sending them to a category page. So either you send them directly to the best sellers collection, but this is not best sellers. So make sure the linking is there, is updated. I would also consider if you don't want to immediately put all yoga mats on the website, you may want to just highlight, let's say, the top 3 selling ones. This way you don't overwhelm the consumer. And then let's say as soon as they scroll, yeah, see, you have a lot of products. Maybe people will get overwhelmed. You're not sure exactly what are they looking for initially on the homepage, and avoid putting too many products on the homepage. Again, remember the purpose of the homepage. It's to communicate your value proposition of who you are, what you sell, and why should people buy from you, your unique selling proposition. And also the next step is to take them by the hand and move them down the sales funnel. So you take them by the hand into other categories, into collections, into new arrivals. And in some cases, you may want to send them to a product, but it's very hard to know from all the traffic that's going to come to your website, to your homepage specifically, knowing exactly what people want and putting out in front of them in spotlight the right products that may be of interest to them. Instead, maybe put the top 3. People love bestsellers, but eventually I would highlight the categories available in your shop. For example, when I clicked on this here, our bestsellers, this is what I would put on the homepage. At least I know that, okay, you sell yoga mats, but as soon as I scroll down, oh, great, they have other category of products within yoga, accessories, mats, online training, gemstones, essential oils, and so on and so forth. So at least you're not telling people that you only sell mats, you sell everything else. So I hope that makes sense. That's what I would do on the homepage. Perfect. Makes sense to you. Excellent. Let me continue on, see what else. So best-selling yoga. Again, so when I come into the website, instead of you saying you best-selling yoga mats, I would really focus around the best sellers yoga products, best-selling yoga products in this case, because you have other categories. I would highlight, let's say, the top 3 items of each of your categories. So the best-selling yoga, the best-selling essential oil, and the best-selling accessory. This way, you're covering the main categories. That would be also a better approach. This way, I'm not just coming in here and I'm like, oh, they only sell yoga mats. And most of the people that are going to come to your homepage, a big percentage will never end up scrolling towards the bottom of the page. So they'll never see this stuff. So again, keep it focused around the message versus just overwhelming users with so many items. Bringing yoga to your home, free online classes. Perfect. I see that you have that. Here, it's just a little bit all over the place. So I see bringing yoga to your home. What do you want me to do here? Is this, do I click on this or not? Popular yoga workout at home. You have another paragraph right here. Is this a blog post? Is this a product? Again, be specific. Don't just put paragraphs of content. And the worst thing you could do right now is on the homepage, avoid putting too many unrelated content pieces, because in the end, it confuses Google as to what is this website all about? What does this website specializes in? And right now, I know that it specializes in yoga, but there's so many things right now that are being displayed on the page. Just make sure you think of it from a user perspective. When they come to your website, I'm like, okay, I know they sell yoga. Great. These are the best-selling products, 3 of them. Great. I can see the list of all the different categories of products they offer. I see they have a blog section. These are the latest articles in their blog. This could be right here. Instead of our best sellers, because you have it in both sections, here you may highlight your yoga training program. So as I'm scrolling down, I could see, oh, great, I see their best sellers. I see they sell all these following products within these yoga categories. And, oh, great, they also have a training program. And as I scroll down here, that's when you should focus on you, the brand, tease them about who you are, what you sell, and then eventually I click more to learn about you, put some reviews, if anything, as you start launching the store. That's the approach I would take in this case, because the more I see what's happening in your store, the better. Just a comment also, your picture right here, I highly recommend maybe showing a picture of you either practicing yoga, in a yoga workout, or you're doing something related. Right now, this looks more like a LinkedIn type of headshot, a professional LinkedIn picture. Nothing wrong with that. But again, you're trying to show your expertise in this domain. And sometimes it's like, if I'm trying to go learn bodybuilding from someone who's wearing a suit, I may not be inclined to feeling that, okay, this person is an expert. Whereas if I see them doing the workouts, I feel more encouraged. I feel like, you know what, I'm learning or I'm buying or I'm dealing with someone who's an expert in this domain. Something to consider within your store. Hope that makes sense, right? So that's for the homepage. Great. I see that you fixed up everything here. Great. Email, phone number. Make sure the phone number is on the second line or something. Right now, it's like sitting here in the corner. Perfect. You have your address. Excellent. So it gives us credibility. Perfect. So again, that's for the homepage. I don't know if you made any changes. I remember, yeah, so you did change some of those pictures. Online training, use a person here instead of this illustration. I like this accessories. What my concern right now is these 3 images, 1, 2, 3, are pixelated a little bit, and you're using Shutterstock. Don't do that. You're not allowed. So just make sure you choose pictures from here. Just go to unsplash.com. That's one website to find pictures. So let's say yoga, and you have all of these. Let me put in, let's say, yoga mat. I don't know why I put 2 T's always. And there you go. You have some here. So again, reuse these high quality pictures. And when you download them, you'll have the option of downloading small, medium, large. You can resize them inside Shopify. Again, just don't use anything that's pixelated, because you can see right here, as I started browsing, this picture, first of all, don't use Shutterstock unless you paid for it. But this picture, this picture, this picture, these are okay. This one is okay. These need to be updated, okay? Instead of you putting just essential oils for meditation, I mean, no, I do get it. It's okay. Meditation. If you have sometimes an essential oil bottle, like for example, let's say if I search for tincture, or no, you know what? Essential oil. Here you go. Sometimes if you want to show something like this as you don't need to have the exact label, but choose a product a picture that has no label on it. This way, you're not worried about, okay, I don't have this product. This looks like an essential oil. You could use it. So that's another trick as well. This way, you don't have to worry about, okay, it doesn't match my product. Nobody cares at this point, because you're just highlighting a category of products, and there are no brands being visible there. Anything else? Let me see. So let me go inside yoga accessories. Perfect. You have the name here, the headline. When it comes to toning your body, there are a variety of yoga accessories, equipment. Props is not the word, but so again, you want to use words related to accessories. My trick is this is what I usually do. So I go, let's say, to Google, and I type in yoga accessories. And inside yoga accessories, I'll start looking at, oh yeah, yoga props. Sorry, I forgot about those. I would get some ideas on how people are using some of the words right here. Yoga accessories today, robust collection of yoga equipment. So I would take note of all of these types of words that are being used by other websites that are ranking well on the first page of Google. And then I would model some of these words and include them inside my paragraph to introduce each of the collections. That's the trick I would use. Also, what you could do is just go on, let's say, accessories, synonym. And then what you get is a lot of ideas on what you would use. I mean, obviously, you don't want to use everything, but just get some additional synonyms to the word that you're trying to target so that you don't overstuff it. You don't overstuff the collections page with too many keywords. It could penalize you in the future with Google. So just take that into consideration. So far, so good. Let me click on this product. Great. So the title's here, the price. Excellent. You have a nice, simple, exactly. I love this. So a clear, simple description introducing the product. You're highlighting the benefits. Perfect. Relieves pressure. Comfortable and deeper meditation. Great. Now I know what are the benefits of this item. And then I go in and I learn about the different features, the specs for this item. So perfect. For any questions, visit our FAQ, click here, or contact us. Great. Good job. Bigger, much. I mean, I see a big difference from the first day you showed me the website to what it is right now. So great work. I'll just do one more. Great. I love this. See, I could read this. It's not one big, large paragraph. You know, it's interesting. It's easy. I see that you have a lot of words in there. Perfect. Let me go inside a specific section. Great. I see. So what happened here? I clicked on this image, but the main image is different. So always make sure when you go inside a product. So let's say, let me just show you that the main picture of the product is also the main picture on the product page. So that, like you saw, I clicked on an image thinking I'm going to go to this product, but then when I arrived on the product page, the image changed and it created some worry. Did I click on the wrong thing? It's not going to affect your conversions, but immediately made me think, did I click somewhere? I didn't click on the right product because that's not what I saw initially. So when you look at the images right here, make sure that you set the main one as primary so that it shows up first on the product itself. So far, so good. I remember your story. I think we talked about this. So yeah, let's see. My story, how it all started. Perfect. Again, I'm picky on these things, and I think it just also is important that you have to always consider this. My story, H should be capital, I should be capital, A should be, it's a headline. It's not a sentence. So highly recommend to do the uppercasing, the grammar, the spelling, and all that stuff properly. So the woman behind the internet is, I would put your picture here, immediately introduce yourself. Wellness, but I see some nice pictures. It's weird here. I don't understand this sitting here. What's happening here? So again, try to put, it's great to see all these pictures, but I'm just wondering, what is all of that? Is it you? Is it your family? Maybe put in some headlines. So my story, your picture is right here first. My family, my experience, whatever it is, the headline, introduce the new section. So if you had here, for example, my family or the people that supported me through this journey, immediately I can read the people supported me through this journey. I don't have to read this paragraph. It doesn't matter. I'll know that this is your family. So that's the idea of leveraging headlines inside your product pages so you make it easy for people to scan through the content without having to read. And sometimes that's more than enough to communicate the meaning behind this page. Yeah, that's the only thing I see missing is headlines. A lot of paragraphs, great. A lot of pictures, great. I see bullet points. I see all that stuff. but just make sure you add some additional headlines, subheadlines. Don't do it as H1. It's what's it called? When you mouse over something, let's say on the page, don't make it as H1, make it as H2. The H1 of the page, every page in your website should only have one H1 header, and that's the name of the page. So in this case, this is usually what it is, H1. So anything additional headlines that you put in should be H2, H3, H4. It's just a type of headline. Again, it's just from an SEO best practices perspective. Good. Otherwise, everything else I remember seeing, so good job. You should be really proud of this because you actually did well. Came out really well. Again, the whole point of the challenge is to help you get started in e-commerce, launch an online store. Notice afterwards, you will have challenges when it comes to driving traffic, when it comes to increasing sales, because that's when your product offering, your pricing, your value proposition, your branding, your budget will have an impact on your sales. Right now, we're not talking about this. If I was to look at this website and ask myself, did this person launch a well-structured e-commerce website? Yes, you have. It's a lot better than a lot of websites I've seen when people schedule calls with me to go over their website. Or you see that a lot in the drop shipping world. Everybody gets so excited about drop shipping. They get sucked into this world of, yeah, just launch a website with a product page and start driving traffic to it. And they forget about branding. They forget about increasing trust, confidence, adding all the required pages, building a brand, putting out your story out there. All these things matter. And you notice that, yes, you delayed the launch of the website, but it looks professional. It looks like a real e-commerce store. And honestly, that's what separates you from all of the other people out there. And afterwards, when you start focusing on driving traffic, your job will just get a lot easier for you. I hope this was helpful, Lawendi. I'm just going to move on to the next person. Oh my God, what was I doing? Wasn't showing the page? Oh, that's great. Hold on, let me just, I think my computer froze. Oh, okay, thank God. So for a moment right now, I thought that I was just talking and nothing was happening, and I realized that one of my browsers. Great. Okay, good. At least you guys were following everything I was saying. So great. Excellent. So there's another great comment by Mikael. Maybe video explaining those elements on a product page, even done with a cell phone. Or yes, of course. Anytime you build out any product page, highly recommended that you add a product video description. So you can take, obviously in your case right now, the products are all drop shipped. You don't have them with you. There's a trick to this. You can just buy it, one sample, whatever it might be, from either your supplier, or you can buy it off some other seller on Amazon. This gets you also an opportunity to see how they go about it, how they're shipping it, how they're packaging it. But when you get the product, investing in a specific amount of money inside in buying some samples so you can take some videos with your phone would go a long way. Again, not many websites have that. Another trick is also to reach out to your suppliers, ask them if they have any videos for these products. Sometimes they also can provide you this as a service. Yes, maybe other websites are using the same video. Just take that into consideration. Again, it's just to help you get started. Eventually, as you move along your e-commerce journey, the marketing and improving the website, these are things that you should consider. So next person up, I'm seeing a lot of comments right here. So I remember it was Felicitas. You sent, let me just bring it up. Give me a second. Felicitas, can you just message me again oh, you know what? I remember now. Okay, let me just go in. Let me just bring it up. I have to bring up the chat discussion I had with you, so at least I could. So let me bring this screen right here. Excellent. So let me just make sure you guys are seeing this before I start. So this is a shop by Felicitas. And once again, we're going to review it based on the last time I saw this. So let's start from quickly. A couple of seconds. I know the brand, Mariah. Faith, Hope, Love bracelets. Great. I know what you sell. Faced by any loss or devastation, feeling torn apart emotionally or spiritually by challenges and crisis, whom do you call first and turn to best? We were past some same struggles. Very long. This has to be just a one-liner, subheadline. Faith, Hope, Love bracelets. If that's your slogan, that's where I know what type of bracelets you're selling. The perfect bracelets. We offer a wide selection of bracelets, perfect for any emotional or spiritual support during these tough times, for example. Just make it as a subheadline. This right here is almost a paragraph. Understand that on mobile, it's going to look like a big chunk of text, a lot of words. I'm confused now. What is it that you sell? Just straight to the point. One line is more than enough. When I learn more, what's going to happen there? Where am I going? So again, I'm not sure. This call to action, learn more. Yes, it's visible, but what happens? I have no idea what happens if I want to learn more. Is it about us? So learn about us, or something like that. More than just learn more, because this message here was not specific to your brand. It was just specific to the type of product you sell. So I would just tweak it a little bit. The image in the background, I would just add some image that has a little bit more color. I feel like there is a filter on it. It just makes it look faded. And my concern is I see water, I see a person, but the part about bracelets is really hidden in the background. So I'm not sure. I felt like this was a community organization at first, a religious website, not a product. So what I would tell you is, let's see, for example, spiritual man, let's say, or let's say, let me look for bracelet at first. You know, like these vibrant colors are critical. I know that obviously you're looking for someone who's wearing your product. In this case, you don't have maybe a picture of someone actually wearing your product. So just consider that. It's just, I feel that the picture could be improved. It's a little bit too far. Let me just close. I have too many websites. So again, that was one thing I would highlight. Unique collections, unique bracelet collections. I would highlight the word bracelet. So these are a little bit, oh, I see what happened. So my concern is it's too long, the collection pages. I know that you put them here. Let me see if you could change this name for the collection inside the store. Leave the page. Let me go inside. So my concern is these are too long. The titles, it's too long for a homepage. You just want to put, I don't know, this is like new arrivals. That's more than enough. Bestsellers, bundle sets. It's too long right now. And I know the reason why, but let me see if I could do this. So if I go in featured collection and I select, oh no, this is not the one. Customize. I think you can change it. Featured collection list, collection. Let's say, put this, select. Yeah, I hear it's a challenge you're gonna have because I can't change the name of the collection if it's tied to it. So just consider that. You'll need some custom work in this case, but just remember that. Something to consider because I feel that it's too long right now. Yeah, but if I click it, I wouldn't write all this stuff. Honestly, it's too long even for Google. I would just write new bracelet arrivals, bracelet new arrivals, or new arrivals in our bracelet collection. You know, keep it simple and use all these extra words inside the description. It's more than enough. So you don't need to go all the way here. Just pictures are great. I see it. Just sometimes I can't read it, but I mean, you're limited within the theme. Faith, for we live by faith, not by sight. So is this going to go to this product? No, it's going to go to a list of products. So again, I always tell people, like, when you highlight products and then you click shop what? Is it this product? Is it a collection I'm going to? Just let me know, where am I going to go? Give me a teaser of, if I click on this, am I going to go to this product? Because I'm hoping that if I click on shop right now, that's where you're taking me. So if I'm going to click on this, you're sending me to something else. It's the collection. I have to click again. So just consider these things when you're putting these call to actions. Mother's Day special. So I would always move all the promotions that are specific or tied to a retail holiday, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's, a little higher up in the funnel, in the page, only because not everyone is going to scroll all the way down. So if you feel that Mother's Day is an important event for you in the business model that you have, then highlight it either here somewhere before anything else. In the beginning, as you're launching the store, it may not be wise to put it first here on top, because you're just starting out. You want to focus around the branding, the positioning of the website, and what is it all about. So I would put it right on top here, the Mother's Day, because again, a big percentage of people are not going to scroll all the way down. Click here. Usually that's what it is, or shop collection. So, or, oh, it's got questions. See, like the way you went about it, it's like, got questions, contact us here. But you have to make sure the text makes sense, because if I click here, is that going to take me to contact us, or am I going to browse a bunch of products? So shop collection, featured men's and women's bracelets. So it's men and women. So if you have men and women, maybe put a couple here, or a man and a woman. I thought it was men's bracelets only. Testimonials. It's a lot of products on the homepage. Reduce it. Again, we want to make sure the website loads fast. I like the testimonials, great. Customer review, perfect. Is that a review or they're buying? Okay, so I when you say customer review, I thought it was going to be somebody talking. So it's just a bunch of pictures. So just give a preview of these things so people don't get disappointed. Is this where you guys are located? If you are, then great. If not, try to use, I guess it's a landmark in the area, so that's okay for now. But again, it just confuses people. Like, is this where you guys are located, or is it in the city? If it's inside a specific city, let's say, or the Philippines, or that, just use a landmark that the Philippines is known for, instead of using a specific just one building. Not everyone would know this building. Like, I don't know. You forgot to do this here. Just update this. You've repeated both of them right here in the menu. So I would highly recommend you update that. Let me just make sure that maybe you have any questions. Okay. So much better from the last time that I saw it. So our story, our faith, hope, love story, it all started in the early. Perfect. At least you're using the same colors now, so that's nice. Great picture. Here's a trick, by the way. If because you're talking as if it's you speaking to the audience, sometimes just putting a small little something like this, it makes the audience, the eyes go there immediately. This is you, for example, just doing this, and let's say adding something, a pointer to mention that this is me, okay? It catches people's attention and it makes them stay on the page. So sometimes these small little tricks help. Perfect. Again, headlines. I like headlines. I don't see headlines. I have to read to see what's going on. Again, I see a lot of, just put headlines, and sometimes, you know what? Just put a caption on the image. Just right under it, put a caption right here, so I know what this is. Again, people are lazy, and most of the time they arrive to your website with a mobile device. No one is going to read this immediately unless you really caught my attention from the beginning, and I start reading, and your story is just unique. Not to say it's not, but you know what I mean. You really want to make it easy for people to scan through the content without having to read every single word that you have on your website. So headlines, I would highly recommend. I see there's a story. So help me understand the story by just scrolling through the headlines. How it all started. We lost our home, if that's the case. Like, you see how I'm interpreting things, how our family dealt with a fire. You know, that's interesting. And then I go inside and I start reading more and more about you. So just continue using the headlines. So the bottom part, we took care of it. Let me look at new arrivals. Same products. Faith, hope, love, inspiration on Sterling. Okay, so here's a couple of things. The word bracelet is really far out in the name of the product. I doubt that a lot of people are going to search for faith, hope, love, inspiration on sterling silver braided and then bracelet. So I would rather put faith, hope, love, bracelet. So if you want to make sure that faith, love, hope is always written, because some people will maybe search on Google faith bracelet. Yeah, you see? So I would rather have the word faith, let's say love. Oh, so it is a category. So you see, there's my point. You notice also other brands are doing the same thing. So perfect. I rest my case then. So faith, love, hope, bracelet. And here's a trick. Just go, if you go to Amazon and you see what people are, faith, love, hope, bracelet. There you go. You guys can get a lot of ideas from how people are naming their products either on Amazon or on Google. But for me right now, I truly believe that because you guys are starting out, make sure that the name of the product, the type of product, is closer to the beginning of the title. Because when you search it on Google, the rest of the title may be truncated and it will be cut off by Google. And so I highly recommend that you put that first here. So faith, hope, love, bracelet, hyphen, inspiration on silver, whatever it is, and you go men and women. You might want to also put the word unisex sometimes. That's what people search. So again, always include a small little paragraph, one or two sentences explaining what this product is all about before you go out in the tech spec, and also focus on highlighting benefits, the different bullet points. Again, this is the product, this is the price, these are the benefits, here are the specs, take action. If you have questions, you forgot this, by the way, got questions, contact us here. There's nothing to click. So just make sure all of this information is updated. So great, I see this. The color right here is a problem. You can't see this. So you may want to make sure that the color in your theme is also addressing that. It's a little bit too light. These are the bracelet collections. So, okay, same thing as the home page. Contact us. All the information is right there. There's a lot of paragraph. So I think you forgot there's a lot of line breaks right here. So just consider just cleaning up that page. Help. I remember going through all this stuff. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, just make sure the footer is taken care of. Yeah, small little changes that have to be updated. But again, much better. I've seen an improvement in terms of how you go about showing your product. And again, just clean up a little bit the text, reduce the amount of content sometimes. It does help. You're writing a lot of words on that specific page. Perfect. Yeah, excellent. So I see that all as well. Thank you, Mikael. Appreciate it. All right. So if you have any specific questions, Felicitas, let me know. Is there anyone else who wants me to review their website? I know Katrina is here. Are you done? Would you like me to review it? I remember seeing also Liz. Are you still here? Do you want me to review your website? Again, I don't want to go into your websites if you don't want me to review them, especially if you are currently still updating them. But love seeing things happen right now. I mean, it's nice to see that websites are coming to life, and glad to see that things are moving along for you guys. If you have other questions, for those of you that are still on the call right now, let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. Do you want to come on the call? You know, I can invite you, and then you could at least come on the screen if you want. If you want to do this, if you're not shy to be on camera, let me know. Yeah, give it. Put in the URL, Katrina. It's okay, even if it's not done. Sometimes just highlighting specific things will help you. If you have a password on your store, just message it to me privately, and I'll use the password when I go in. So yeah, send it to me. Liz, okay, great. You're still. So I do not want to review it yet, but I need to learn how to add Facebook and Instagram in the footer. Yes, I remember you were asking something like that. So let me show you. When you go to your page. So you go inside the theme. Inside the theme itself, there is a section called Theme Settings. Give me a second. Let me just... Oh, footer. So you go inside the footer. Inside the footer, there is a section called Theme Settings, all the way in the bottom right here. Scroll down, which I know it's stupid, honestly. They put it all the way there. And let's say right now you see here, there's nothing. Let's say I take Instagram and you put your link in there, and automatically you would see it show up right here in the bottom. That's where it is. So footer, go to the theme, go all the way down to footer right here, scroll all the way down, click on theme settings right here, and you have access to all of the icons in your theme. From what I remember, you're using this theme also, so Debut. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is, it did not, I did it, but with Facebook, and it did not work. Oh, here, let's do this. Make sure to save. I'm gonna put Facebook, and yeah, it's right here. So you see it right in the bottom. Here you go. You have Facebook and you have Instagram. This annoying thing. You know, sometimes that's why I turn off a lot of things, just because, see, I can't get to it. Here, let me see if I can. This is very annoying right now. So it's not working when you click on it. Okay, how do I? Let me just make this smaller. Perfect. Yeah. So I'm clicking on it right now. Yeah, it works. So maybe, yeah, check it out. See if you did something wrong and let me know. Okay, so Katrina, let me go to your store. Yeah, you can message me on Facebook, direct like a DM, and I'm gonna go in there, and I'll get your password. I have other windows open, so. In the meantime, so Felicita is asking also, in the meantime, while I wait for Katrina's password, Ala, why can't I link my contact us for the got questions or need help? Is it because the theme or missing something in the settings? So this is what you do. Let's say you go to a product page. So right here, I'm gonna go inside this product. I'm gonna go inside yoga mat. And so let's say you have, I'm just gonna add, click here to contact us. What you do is you highlight all of this, go all the way up, you click on the link, insert link icon that you have right here. You put in the link. Well, let's say in my case right now, contact us. I take the link and I put that as, and that's it. So that's how you add it. You have to highlight the word and then insert link, and that's how it should work. Katrina, were you able to send me the, oh, I got it. Perfect. So let me go in and enter password. Let's do this. Whoa. Okay. The Wander Parlor. I like the logo much better than before, so that's nice. My concern right now is very small. It's very small here. I can't read the slogan, but clean beauty, clean life. I love the logo. I love the name. I love everything. So the slogan, really nice compared to what it was before. You know, really good job. It's just, again, it's just right now there's a lot of noise in the background and it's too small, so I can't see it. So let me see what this website is about. So notice how I'm on the page right now and I have a pretty high resolution and I still can't see anything about the website to say what is this website all about. So who you are, okay, you're Wander Parlor. What you sell, I can't see it and I haven't scrolled down yet. And why should I buy from you? Nothing is answered. So remember that you want to really make sure that all of this is communicated on the homepage without me scrolling or moving anywhere else. That's the first tip I have. So just make sure that this part is taken care of. Now I'm going to scroll down. Beauty and lifestyle brand for the conscious folk. Our story. Okay. Beauty that is good for you and the planet. What is clean beauty? I still don't know what you're selling. I know your beauty products, but I don't know what it is. Is it specific products? I would highlight also the type of beauty products you sell. Like if that's what the case. I don't know yet, so we'll continue. But notice how I'm still browsing. I'm looking at content, but I don't know what you sell yet. And that's very important for you to communicate within the first couple of seconds of landing on the website. Don't take too long to communicate this. Because even if I look at the menu right here, it says about, brands, categories. I still don't know what you sell, even by just looking at the high level. As soon as I start clicking, yes, I'll know. But people leave a website within a couple of seconds if they don't feel that they're in the right place. So make sure to communicate that. Scrolling down, make decisions today that your future self would thank you forever. Very broad. Maybe related to your wellness, your health, maybe, or something. Again, just to highlight. Okay, hair care and skin care. Perfect. You need these words to be visible on the page before I scroll. Beauty and lifestyle brands for the conscious, like hair care or skin care, beauty products or brands for the conscious folk. Example. These words are like, or you can do it, beauty and lifestyle brands for the conscious folk. Shop a wide selection of hair care and skincare products, you know, something like that. Just make sure that it's written somewhere on the page, at least so that I can see this immediately. I would even, okay, now I see it all here. So you know what I mean? See how I did it? I wasn't even sure exactly what you sell until I have to start clicking. But I had to scroll all the way down here to finally see something. Reason being is also the fact that your images are not highlighting products. Like eco-friendly conscious lifestyles, what is clean living? That's really just, I think that's a blog post. Beauty that is good for you and the planet, what is clean beauty? So it's a lot of about us. It's too much on the first page. Just show something about your unique selling proposition of why shop your product, what's so special about your products, and if it's your story, great. And then immediately the second slide, just take them to the page. You know, you may want to just limit yourself to one slide in the beginning, so not to overwhelm your website users. Featured products. I would always feature products from the 3 different categories, let's say, or the 2 categories. Don't limit yourself to one category. And view collection. I would also recommend in the bottom right here, I know you're still working on it, I'm just going to highlight these things. Make sure the box is not the same color as the background, you may want to put this as white, the text box, and there's a section in the theme that allows you to do this. So here, you may want to change, the size of your logo is the issue. So you may want to make sure that you crop it, because right now you notice how the size of, there's a lot of white, and that's why it's taking up a lot of size in your header. So two options: you either cut it or move it to the left-hand side and then have the menu right in the middle. In any case, what you do is literally, like inside, let's say Canva, or you could use another tool, you just crop this right here, update that as the logo. Again, just reduce the size and crop it. You can use any Photoshop or any tool out there just to crop it up and use that as the logo. This way you reduce the white contour around it, and it reduces the space inside your store. So that's for the homepage. That's great. Our collection, I see it. Again, our beauty skincare, our beauty products, our beauty collections. Again, just introduce a little bit more the categories, because right now I just feel that it's a collection. It's just a catalog of a website, nothing more. But let me start browsing. Our story, the story behind the Wanderer Parlor, founded by, okay, perfect. A paragraph right here about us, the visionary, perfect. Eco-friendly, cruelty-free, ethically sourced, non-toxic, great. So I felt like the branding is a little bit, so here you have this like pastel look and feel in your logo, but when I come to this page, the colors are very vibrant. So there's a disconnect. Are you going towards the pastel feel, the vibrant? Again, the pictures here, you saw the transition between this and this. It's very, there's a huge difference. So just consider that, especially if you're going to use these across the website as well. Put in some personal touches to the page, maybe a picture of you since you're talking about yourself. If something in Madison that people know, or Wisconsin, or whatever it might be, just a landmark that people can immediately spot within that location. Some headlines additional, so the visionary, that's great. I would also add some other additional sub-headlines in there just to make it easy for people to read. Continue. Yeah, if you have questions, let me know in the comments. I'm just going to go through it, so at least I like how you have the menu, by the way. Very clean menu. I like it. Very nice. So that's nice. Beauty brands. Instead of just brands, I would write beauty brands, or, that would be something. Beauty categories, or instead of categories, just write our collection, maybe. Categories is just, or departments, it's nicer. Shop, collection, that would be nice. This is brands, shop. I would put home, about, shop, collection, and then afterwards brands or beauty brands. Perfect. So clean beauty. So these you've created, good. You have a lot of content, that's good. So again, here, same thing, the colors, again, it changed. So they're really related to the one you're using, similar palette colors, but again, it's just pastel. I felt like this was pastel a little bit, but you're on the right track. So clean living. I would just make it so that the headline is, the header is way too big. So you really got to make sure you clean that up a little bit. Clean living. What is clean living? Perfect. You're explaining that. Perfect. I like this. The brands. Nice. You have this picture. Include a paragraph right here about this brand. So let's say, for example, I search Loma volumizing shampoo. So Loma Guru shampoo. So you see this paragraph. This type of paragraph is what you need to put in there inside each brand page, so that the chances of somebody searching for Loma shampoo, there are chances that you would show up, for example. That's what I would recommend. So if let's say this company sells it, Loma Daily Shampoo. No, see, it took them to the category. But let's say Loma Organics, if that's you see this paragraph right here, that's what you need. For example, it's not the same, is it? Yeah, same brand. But you see, this is the paragraph I'm talking about. So just make sure to include that inside the collections. But I like the fact that you put in a picture also from the brand, because this is a brand page. I like this here. You may want to consider putting 3 products per row. You don't have a lot of products. Just again, because now I have to look closer to read the content, the label content. So maybe consider that 3 products per row, and you can add an additional row if needed. That would be a good tactic. Let me look at another brand. So I'm going through. Okay, so you don't have all the brands yet. Okay, so far so good. I mean, I see the Loma. So a brand page, these are my recommendations, exactly what I told you. Let me start shopping by, let's say, hair type. I like this by hair type. You're actually putting in the different ways that your customers would want to shop by. So that's great. Fine hair. Again, I guess you're just going to put the products. So I like your menu. So hair care, shampoo, perfect. Again, 3 products per row is more than enough. 4, I feel like it's too small. Styling, love it, great. So in these specific collections right here, I would also add additional, a small little paragraph, 2 sentences, maximum 3, let's say, just to explain each of these specific collections. Skincare, again, same thing, 3 per row. The images are a little bit too small. What happens if I click on hair care? So you have hair care, but nothing inside. I have to click on those. So just make sure that you have the linking properly done inside your navigation. Because if I click on hair type, I don't see anything, but it should show all the products. If I click on hair care, it should show all the products in those. So you may want to add those to the 2 collections, hair care collection and also the conditioner. So a conditioner product can belong to 2 collections, the hair care one and also the conditioner collection, both of them. Good. Let me click on APROS. Let me look at your product titles. So let me see. So Blaine products. So that's the name of the product. Okay, good. Conditioner, rosemary, mint, vanilla. Okay. Conditioner. Good, good. So do you want to add hair conditioner? The word hair maybe in the title would be beneficial. So let me see if I go to Google right now, Loma conditioner. They put hair, deep conditioner. Yeah, you see they have the word hair in there sometimes. So again, just to consider these things, beauty, hair products, inside the title, maybe just consider that. Do some homework, look at Amazon, let's say, and because they like Loma hair themselves, they may not add it because people are going to the brand, they're known for it. In your case right now, you're selling these products, these different brands, and you may want to include additional keywords inside your title, something for you to consider. Okay. Loma Violet. Okay. So those are the skincare, face moisturizer, perfect, face toner. See, you're putting a beauty oil. I like that. When you start putting these additional keywords, it's perfect. Body wash, citrus lavender, perfect. Perfect. Now, one thing you want to consider is, okay, you have multiple sizes, so perfect. You don't have one size, so that's okay. All good. I like how you have the brand uppercase and the rest of the product name lowercase in certain cases, so that's good. Very good. Again, the pictures, the fact that they're small, they're just bothering me, but that's the only thing. So let me go on the product page. Good pictures, really high quality, good. I like it. I see what this product is all about. Sometimes if you have also the back picture to show the ingredients or whatever it's like. I want to read behind the bottle. If you have a product shot of the back of the product, even that would be beneficial to put. Sometimes it's also, if you have access, again, I'm curious to know how the product looks, the ingredients, or I don't know, the texture. So sometimes you want to show these oil products in your hand, in the palm of your hand, in a picture, in a video, again, just so that people know, okay, is this white? Is it what's inside? So maybe highlighting the content is also a good way. I would also add content. I know you're still working on the website, but similar to what Lowendi did a good job about that, making sure that all, like I'm going to show it to you again, highlighting when you look at a product, 2-3 sentences that explain or describe what the product is, focus then on benefits, and then on the specs. So something like this would be very, very helpful. Benefits and the ingredients, material, whatever it is, the size, whatever matters to the beauty world. All this information afterwards. So small description, benefits, and then the specs. And I'm sure you're still working on it, so I'm not gonna. Let me look at the help. So far so good. Yeah, this design somehow sometimes is a little bit. Again, it doesn't match a lot your branding, but again, you're still working on it. Same thing with the font. Are you going with this font? Because right now it's a serif's font, and here it's not. So just the branding, the colors, and the font styles. Try to keep everything consistent, because you have a font here, you have a font in your logo, and you have a different font here. Try to keep them all consistent. And inside your Amazon store, inside your Shopify store, when you go inside the theme, you can change the style, the theme settings right here. And inside you have the colors, you have the typography, so you can change the text for the headlines and the text for the body so that it matches also your brand guidelines. Going back to this, I have a lot of websites open. Let me just close. Perfect. So help. Call it help center, help support, But again, I'm just going to look at this. Customer care. So I'm not a big fan of 2 columns, like 2 columns. You have one here and there, because my eyes are going all over the place. Try to keep it so that people can just scan through it. Customer care, shipping, delivery times, payments. Again, this is just me mentioning it to you. It doesn't mean that's wrong. I always tell people, only after you update the website, launch it, let's see what people say, what customers are complaining about, and then start making some changes. But usually when you see it like this, it's all over the place, so it's very hard to know. Again, the pictures are pretty weird in this case. Shipping, I see palm sky. Payments makes sense. Delivery times, I see it. But this right here, I would put a person here that is either answering them, someone with a smile or something. Again, just an option. Consider that. Yeah, the text and everything else. It's just the fact that you have it as a column. It's annoying, but again, that's okay. At least you have all this information there. Returns policy. You see the colors, again, they're very fluorescent at certain times. So just keep it consistent. That's the help again. Payments, FAQs. You're going to add that and contact us. Okay. Oh, see, now I see the picture. Great. All that information. Perfect. Yeah, just the design. So, what? Oh, that's new. I didn't see this. So I guess, oh, yeah, that's Instagram. Okay. In the bottom here, the green is a little bit, sometimes it's hard to read because the black on, again, just an option. But I think if you just put some white here, it's going to stabilize things a little bit. I'm not a big fan of putting a dark color on green. I would rather put it as white. Try that. I'm not sure. Just try it. See what happens. Good. I know you're still working. There's some work to be done, but otherwise you're on the right track. You have your products. And I think it's just a matter of organizing the store a little bit. And really also, I'm going to show you where I'm worried is the mobile experience. So let me change the mobile, go from iPad. I'm going to go to an iPhone X. Oh, it's good. Matches. Yeah. So you're good on mobile. Just sometimes the text is a little bit too big. So just make sure all is consistent. Menu, I don't have a doubt it's going to work. So yeah, you see the text is a little bit too big. So you may want to change the size of your headlines, the text inside your headlines, just so that you see on mobile, it becomes way too big. Same thing here, maybe again, some tweaks and changes here and there makes a difference. Perfect. Any questions? Is there anything you want me to cover or specific clarifications that you need? And for those who are here, please make sure to like, comment, or just like or love the video. All right, I see a couple of people still here. That's good. Any other websites that you guys want me to review? Wow, it's already 2:11. Time goes by really, really, really fast. So remember that tomorrow is the final date to be eligible. Even if you are not done, submit your website. So let me go inside the group. Let me share the link as well, because even if you're not completely done with the website, still submit it. I want people to take action, and that's what's important in this whole exercise. We're not launching websites that are perfect at 100%. The whole goal is to make sure that you have something that you're proud of and you can continue promoting later on, because websites are constantly being updated. So let me just find my contest right here. So tomorrow is the deadline. I'm going to put that in the comments to sign up. So again, if you're on the call right now, just submit it right now. Fill out the link. There's a link in there where you submit your store so you don't forget. I'm going to try to remind people tomorrow as well. I'll make sure that everyone is aware of it. Again, just make sure that you submit it, because it's a great opportunity for you to get access to certain courses and benefit from the content that's being shared inside the Academy. So I'm just going to share again so make sure to fill out the form right here. And that's it. Anyone else want me to review your website? Great. Glad you liked it, Katrina. Excellent. You guys are coming along really well. I mean, look, you should be really, really proud of your accomplishments so far. And you're doing this alone. A lot of people, I can assure you, there are so many people taking this challenge and they haven't done anything. And I see this a lot only because a lot of people join the Academy. Everyone wants to get free information. And unfortunately, not many people are taking action. And you should really, really be proud of yourselves, because a lot of people are just sitting there and hoping that one day they launch an online store. You've learned how to do this on your own. Now you could literally launch any type of store. This may not be the store that you're going to succeed with. I've tested so many businesses before, and some of them never made it. So again, but the skill of being able to build out your brand, understand what's required in a website, understand what it takes to build out your store, you've acquired the skill now. You can literally launch any type of website for any type of business at a certain point, because it's not just a matter of selling, let's say, physical products. You open up a spa, you open up a store, a boutique. You can literally build out a website using Shopify with a couple of clicks here and there. So again, really be proud of yourselves for what you've accomplished so far. Perfect. I don't see any more questions, so I'll let you guys continue working on your websites. Again, don't forget the contest ends tomorrow night. Make sure to fill out the form. And if you have any follow-up questions, don't worry about it. Just put it in the comments in this video. I'll get back to you if anything, and I'm always visible inside these two groups, so I'm within a click away. Liz, you're welcome. Most welcome. I'm glad now you can focus on the business since you finished school. So all the best. Perfect. I don't see any more questions. So I'll wish you guys a great rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good luck with everything. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.